Alright, it's a tier 8 game on steps. I'm in my KV-1s, so I'm feeling a little bit outpowered here, though with the trusty DT25 122mm gun. I'm not completely outside my league right here. I certainly have the gun to make other tanks very, very unhappy. It looks like at first I'm going to go westward. I was actually thinking about going west, but then I decided to actually look at my team and see what they're doing. And after a few moments I decided there doesn't look like there's enough tanks headed towards the draw in the E9 area, so I'm going to turn and go that way. So yeah, so we're going to go and try and just troll people with this giant death cannon. I recently started carrying around premium ammunition with this thing. For the longest time I didn't bother carrying premium ammunition because I decided it just didn't seem necessary. Most of the time if this gun can penetrate you with the premium, it can also penetrate you with the regular, even though it's got like 30 degrees more penetration on the premium ammunition. Most of the time it's just not worth it. But it does make shooting at weak points on particularly heavily armored tanks a little bit easier because it means there's usually a slightly larger zone you can shoot at. Whoa, Tiger 1 in the face. Amazingly, fired clutch and it bounces off of him. But it lures him back out to where this T34 can hammer him with a big shot. He tracks the T34, but that gives me time to move up into this prime position right here. Stop. I'm loaded. I start aiming. Oh, I have 6. Whoops, Tiger's track ate it. Not what I wanted. Well, I'm just going to hide while the reload cycle goes on. I'm going to side scrape my way back out again to try and get another shot. Oops, someone's threatening to come out. Yeah, side shot to an IS-6. I'm actually amazed that didn't bounce. Those tanks are made of rubber. They bounce so much, I swear. Once again, with just hugging this and waiting for the gun to reload. Whoops, that was too strong an angle. Fortunately, the T34 got a better shot and takes him out. Alright. Well, we're not exactly starting off the best. We've already lost an IS-6 and a T21 to N1 enemy Tiger 1, but I decided to re-aim. 2 enemy tanks now have to go outside of the Tiger, and I wait a little bit. That IS-6 is down to 457 health. And I think he's going to pop out again through that gap right there. Something can shoot right there, so he does a little bit of damage. Pop, aim right here. There he is. Nice clutch kill on the IS-6. Alright, once again we reload. But at this point I suddenly notice that there is a Type 58 raiding its way through our artillery, so I turn around to go back after it. Fortunately, he's not the only tank back here. There's also a low, or however you want to say that. I tried putting a shot in the side of his turret, but it goes low and ends up bouncing off of him. Suddenly the gold ammo is looking pretty good, but I decided to stick with the standard. I might need something bigger. For some odd reason he's showing me the back of his turret. I'm more than okay to shoot him in the rear. So me and the T34 just sitting here looking at this low going, yep, your lunch. Pop out, take aim at his side. Leave him on 72 health with that one. Once again, back away into cover. T34 is going to reload before I will, but I'll still aim just in case he doesn't die. Yep, there he goes. Alright, now we can go try and deal with that Type 58, only he's just been killed. We still have, unfortunately, we only have 1 artillery left. We've managed to lose 2 of them. All the same, I decided to turn around and head back in the direction I was in originally. I'm going to try and give support to this Jumbo and this Churchill. One of the other artilleries has been spotted in H0. But as I come up here, I get this, I can't really describe it, I get an itchy feeling. I don't like it here very much for some reason. It's just, the instincts are saying this is the wrong way to go. So I come up here, I'm trying to shake the feeling as I come up here. Churchill 7 is feeling the need to hide. That's never a good sign. T29 and Hellcat are moving on the center. I'm going to try clipping across here. No one fires a shot at me, but the nervous feeling persists. I decide that since I don't feel comfortable trying to advance here, I'm going to move back towards our base area. Besides, there's a T29 and a Hellcat back here now who definitely need taking out. That was aimed at me. So even though I wasn't shot at by enemy direct fire guns, I was spotted, and their last artillery tried to take me out. first thing going after this Hellcat, trying to help them out. But I also know there's this T29 down here, and I want to see if he's still down here. Sure enough, there he is, looking the wrong way. Put a solid shot into him, and then back away into cover as he turns to face me. Oh, there's that Hellcat. I actually rate him as potentially being more dangerous than the T29, just because of his positioning. He's threatening our last artillery, so... But he's not coming back out to where I can shoot at him again. That's why I see our friendly Hellcat is moving in on the last known position of the T29. I go, alright, can't leave him to fight it alone. There it is. He hasn't spotted me yet. He's trying to figure out what to do, but the Hellcat spotted him. Oop, now he knows I'm here. Yeah, it's all kind of confusing right here, right now. We have two Tiger 2s moving in on the base. They've just made first contact with the most formidable opponent, T28. All I managed to do is track him. But that's okay. The Churchill 7 has come back to help me. The Hellcat pops out behind him. And now he's stuck in a massive crossfire. Hellcat actually got off the shot at the same time I did, but he's that much closer, so his shell arrives first. Now I'm going hunting the enemy Hellcat. Unfortunately, we've lost our last artillery. This Tiger 1, unfortunately, can't quite seem to figure out how to deal with this Hellcat, who's just punched off half of his remaining health. Nice one to just unload. So sure, he shot the Tiger again, but now he's out of play. Okay, there's two Tiger 2s. Whoop, one of them just died to the T28 Prototype. Now, T28 is actually going to be the bane of our existence. He's big, he's well armored, and he's extremely well positioned. That Tiger 2 is in a really bad spot. Yep, there he goes. Alright, so there's enemy artillery, and they've got two Tier 8 tanks left, a Pershing and a T28 Prototype. I don't realize at this particular point, but that Super Pershing is actually AFK. He's been sitting there that whole match. It just doesn't dawn on me quite yet. So now I come running up here, and I'm thinking, okay, let's see if we can spot any defenders around the cap circle. I just want to pop out and then retract it almost immediately to increase the chances that I'll spot something without being shot. So here we are. Come up, pop out, back away. A little bit too slow. That's how accurate the Prototype is. He just managed to shave off, about 220 health. The only thing that tells me is he's probably not using the top gun, or I'd be missing even more. He might actually be using the stock gun, which is still a 90mm. It's not precisely something you want to just sort of giggle at. So I decided to come this way. I've decided, okay, mission is simple. First, hopefully find and kill the artillery to take that enemy team advantage away. Then we're going to see if we can figure out how to get at that Prototype or the Pershing, whichever one I find first. I'm going to try and just mug them to death, even though they're 2 tiers higher than I am. So I decided to load premium. Both the Super Pershing and the T28 are easier to kill with premium ammunition. You'll see our Lorraine is wondering what the heck that Tiger 1 is doing. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing there. He's only got like 100 health. He's really, really low on health. He's a one-shot for pretty much anything on the enemy team. I decided to come up here. I know the M40 was last spotted in J7, so I'm going to try and pop up here and spot him. He's not there, it looks like. At this point, the Prototype yells at us all to take a peek. I decide, I'm in a good mood. I'll respond. So far, he's the only thing that's damaged me. Might as well let him know that I've decided to respect the gun of that gun of his. Alright, I see the Hellcat is following me. Whoop, there's the artillery. The Hellcat's found him. And the artillery doesn't know it, but the Hellcat is driving him almost directly into me. Artillery's like, uh-oh. Alright, that took care of that problem. I'm definitely spotted, so I'm pretty sure they're looking my way, but I decide to carefully roll this way anyways. As at this point, I suddenly realized that the Prototype is the only real danger left. The T20, the Super Pershing is AFK. I try and shoot the side of his turret, but at this range, I just can't do it. He's just too well armored from the front. Even with gold rounds, he's incredibly hard to penetrate. Yeah, look at that. There we are. There's a spot to shoot at. Right. Ugh, missed him. The Hellcat gets behind the Super Pershing and sets it on fire. That'll make it a very nice match for him. Now, of course, there's a little problem. He's trapped down in that valley with the prototypes covering the whole entrance. Of course, I have a bigger problem first. I don't know how the heck that bounced off me, but it did. Unfortunately, he's a better bounce machine than I am, and I once again bounced the gold round off of him. Well, I'm down only 4 to go. Our heavy tanks are finally moving into position. They're both very, very slow. Yeah, you can see Tiger, 37 health. Churchill, 133 health. They're both easy one-shots for the T28. So I decided to move this way. I'm trying to get in a position where we can pressure from multiple directions. Unfortunately, the T28 has sensed this and has actually turned around, is now facing northward. T28 gets spotted again and takes out the Churchill 7. I look to see if I can take a shot, but nope, the weird uneven terrain of steps is protecting him right there. Alright, that means I have to get closer. It's the only range at which I stand any chance whatsoever, crazily enough, is point blank range. I have to get in close, try and flank him, and then pin him down and use his low turret speed against him. So I decide, and having figured this out, I start closing the distance. I'm really hoping that Hellcat manages to keep him stay alive long enough to keep him distracted. And he's been doing a good job of not dying so far. Maybe he'll do it for just a little bit longer. Lorraine makes a good suggestion. Shoot it with HE if more effective is at full health. I certainly would. It would be an easy way to get some damage in. But I don't have enough HE to kill him from full health. Besides, the amount of shooting that would take is enormous. I'd probably spend the entire rest of the battle trying to do it. Yeah, I'm being careful here. I'm not sure if he's sitting up on that ledge looking at me or not. But once I decide he's not, I go for it. Yep, there he is. He's still behind that rock wall. I know now I'll be able to get him behind him quietly. Let him be able to see me. Ooh, he got the Hellcat. Alright, this is what we like to call a dramatic battle. I'm 2 tiers lower. I'm damaged. He's not. He's got 5 kills. For all I know, this guy is some sort of ace. He calls for me to come out. He wants his top gun after all. Lorraine's right, we did have this. The thing I didn't know before this match, I didn't realize he can't turn his turret all the way around, or I would have charged him right there. I would not have slowed down. I would have tried to just attach myself to his rear and stay there so that I can mug his tank from out of angle. Fortunately, at this point, I'm working on the slightly unfortunate presumption that he has a fully rotating turret. I come down here to hide a little bit, wait for my reload, and try and plan my next move. The real question for me is he going to come from the left or from the right? And what's the appropriate counter tactic? Fortunately, I take too long thinking about it. He gets a shot into me. I realize, oh, this is my chance to shoot him while he's reloading. Gold round directly into the front at close range. Still can't damage him. Okay, he's coming after me. I have one other major advantage over him. I have superior speed and agility. Lorraine does not think highly of my chances. Let's be honest, neither do I. This is a really tough battle for a KV-1s. Alright. Nope, the turret is still facing this way. So I turn around to see if, well, maybe I can go back this way. But once again, it's like he's reading my brain. I come back this way, hoping to sneak in and hit him from the side. Being very careful to avoid all the trees, and once again he's going to be facing me. Because he knows to be flanked is to die. I've already proved it once. I got behind him and pummeled him with a big round. Oh, drat. That's not going to work. Alright, once again, fall back into hard cover and try to generate another opportunity. Well, there he is. I see he's rolling in on me, and I decide, well, we're almost out of time. I'm going to try and engage him decisively. Yep, it's just a 90mm. He mobilizes me and gets a good shot in, though, but I also put a shot into him, and I decide, all right, time to try and outrun his slow rotating turret. I literally have to kill him with the next shot. Ah, it bounces off his turret. Luckily, he misses me. And now I'm just, going, well, that was a good game. Too bad that it ends up just being a draw. But still, as I said, good game and good night.